They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has putted out our house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. This defense for the Chiefs, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions. And especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
And this is going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week from what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Smith on third down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 35 on second down, Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Mahomes going to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second down, it's Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. It's taken to the 26. 54 yards on the punt there, 15 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. The Chiefs at 9-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Smith. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Throw left side, complete to Tony. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Second and 8 coming up. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. To about the 40-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Walker. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. They'll run on 1st down with Dallas. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Running left is Walker, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Geno. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Myers' kick is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, Sky Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. An excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
From the 50, it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And some room to work. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Madden 60.
On 2nd and 10, Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. The final shot here before break. Smith. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So barring a touchback, this is taken just shy of the 10. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are